Is to Temba. Waiter, the portions seem to be a bit smaller lately. What's happening? Temba looks at this guy, shakes his head, and says, "It's just an optical illusion, sir. You see, now that the restaurant has been enlarged, the pieces look smaller. That's all." Good evening and welcome to Talk with Rams. We are live on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Thank you very much for choosing to join us. I have to apologize, we are slightly late, all because of technology. This thing called technology will play games on us. Now, I can assure you it will still be 30 minutes of good digital content. So we're not gonna cheat you of your 30 minutes, even though we started late, which only means that you're gonna miss about 10 minutes of some soapy, really. I mean, it's just a soapy, guys. You can catch up some other time. I mean, what you get here is worth about 100 soapies in one Tuesday only. So let's let go of soapies. In fact, I'm told there's catch up or omnibus over the weekend. And in this lockdown, you probably need that. So maybe I should always delay a bit so that you don't watch it. You don't watch your soapy on the day of the soapy, then you can do the catch up and stuff like that. You got a deal. Anyway, Talk with Rams is brought to you by CanaCoffee, the most delicious and best tasting coffee with extreme health benefits, manufactured by CanaCoffee Company. To buy this CanaCoffee or acquire the CanaCoffee franchise, call 082-730-4112. So it is Tuesday. We call it Opportunity Tuesday, and you know what happens on Opportunity Tuesday. First, we have a quickie, and then we have an opportunity. So let me introduce to you our guest for the quickie. Ntombezinhle Mudisele, an experienced and industry-respected marketing and communications professional, is a love and believer in all things Africa and is the heart of the company that we're profiling today called RSA.com. Now, she's going to tell us more about RSA.com. I was fascinated. I saw her speaking a lot about it on Facebook, and I said, we got to talk about this. First, because I'm a sucker for small businesses that are growing and doing amazing stuff, but also a sucker for anything local. So, Zinhle, good evening.
Good evening, Rams. How are you?
I am dark and lovely. Thank you for asking. How are you?
I am also a little bit lighter and lovely too.
You see, my darkness is only a state of mind. It's not how I look like. So, RSA.com. I love the name. Sounds very fascinating. It also sounds like a campaign that Cyril Ramaphosa will launch after the COVID. But what is your business all about?
So our business actually, a little bit of a history. It actually started with my partner, Tsepo. So one day he was busy watching soccer, and he saw all these wonderful soccer players not wearing any South African brand. And he was like, but why wouldn't we, as South Africans, celebrate our own brands when we're out in the sporting field or when we're overseas traveling and doing things? We should surely be celebrating our own brand, our own country, and representing proudly out there. So he actually came up with this amazing idea to trademark Republic of South Africa, RSA.com, which is actually a plug into the worldwide, right, into global. So really, the real big reason about our brand is to create a very proudly South African brand that has a global plug and global appeal. So we have started this by creating a streetwear brand. So we currently produce amazing streetwear. And the whole point is really to connect it back to being proudly South African and being able to display that wherever you are, whether you're at home. And because our brand, everything is locally manufactured. So there's nothing imported in what we do. And I think at this time where the industry and the manufacturing industry has suffered a blow, it is increasingly important that local brands are able to be self-sustaining in producing everything locally, but it being quality that you would be willing to pay for in any other international brand. So that's why we call ourselves kind of the magic of South Africa because we plan to showcase the magic of what South Africans are all about.
I've seen pictures of some of the things that you guys have created. Amazing, beautiful stuff. Who's the target audience? Because you can't say all South Africans.
So I actually think that's the beauty of the clothing that we produce, is that it is meant to be, whether you're a Rams, whether you're a Veli, whether you are a Suzette, whether you're a Mari, what it's supposed to do is that you're supposed to take the piece of clothing that we give to you and you are supposed to make it your own. That's what we've created the brand for. So, you know, it's and I'm a marketer and I'm a brand strategist. So I could never go, usually I would go, no, this is not for everyone, or you've got a target audience. But because the reason behind the brand is to create this magic that we can all belong into as South Africans. This is why the brand is for everyone, but it actually becomes up to the person how they take it and they actually express it for themselves and make sure that it represents them best.
So I've seen tees, I've seen sweaters. What else is there?
So we've started with tees. We've started with tracksuits because it's winter. You can't see, so we've got beautiful jackets. And really, whether you're at home or you're in the office or you're in the street, it kind of fits itself well for all of that. But I think Rams, more than that, more than the clothing, it really is this representation of being able to say, South Africans together, we should be and we could be producing brands that can stand on their own. And like, we can't do it on our own. As you know, so we kind of like, I think the key thing is we're inviting everyone to kind of be part of the creation of the things that come out of the brand versus us dreaming up, because this is a brand that is representative of all of us.
And to make sure that I understand you, you are a branding company, not necessarily a manufacturing company, even though manufacturing happens locally.
So what we have actually, and I think this has been the challenge, but the opportunity when it came to the whole COVID situation is because we were actually not able to go to our manufacturer who used to make our stuff. We had to pivot and figure out, okay, so we're all stuck in Joburg now because I'm in Joburg, and but we still need to continue to produce. And we've been able to actually link up with a lot of designers and CMTs all over around here in Johannesburg and in some other parts of the countries to be able to actually produce our stuff where it's going to be consumed. So in a way, we've pivoted and we've grown from just a branding t-shirt company to now partnering with CMTs and other partners to be able to make our stuff very quickly and to be part of the process. And that's been like a huge learning curve, but also a great opportunity. So you'll see a lot of pictures of me standing in CMTs, sitting, including producing masks. And I think that's what brands need to do, is during difficult times and during challenges, you pivot and you move your brand with what is needed at the time, but staying true to what you want your brand to ultimately achieve. And for us, it is to really unlock this consumption in the South African market of local products.
How has the take-up been?
The take-up has really been great. I think initially it was our friends and our families that were buying. And I think a lot of brands kind of start in that way. It's kind of the people that know you and that trust you. And then, you know, those people then become your word of mouth. And they share further, and then we get consumption. And since kind of the opening up, things have started to pick up again, which is actually very exciting. So we're kind of back into starting production, and partnering and working together, and really learning to collaborate, and build something maybe bigger than what we even thought, in our little space of what we wanted RSA to be. So right now, we're growing, and we're just asking for the support, and asking people to join us on a journey, because it is a journey, and a journey starts now.
So how do we join you? How do we support this journey? Most importantly, by putting money in your pockets. How do we do it?
So the key thing is it's winter. We've got winter items, and you can find us on Instagram, justrsa.com. Facebook is also justrsa.com, or you can purchase online on www.justrsa.com. Otherwise, you DM us, you drop us. We're very focused on customer service. So as long as you get in touch with us, we'll make sure that you get the product. So that
excellent.
You can
yeah. I love the story. I saw the product and I thought, I gotta talk to you. I just saw quality. My eyes just told me this is great stuff. And I thought, it's important that we support what you do. RSA.com, a brand, as they say, I'm quoting them, they say this is not me, that will 100% represent the pride of the nation, from conceptualization to design to production. Zonke wonke South Africa. Zinhle Mudisele. Before I say goodbye, you must say hi and beautiful cheers to your wonderful hubby, Cliff. Tell him I miss him. They'll open the gyms and we'll see each other some other time.
I will certainly do so, Rams. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. All the best. And we shall stay in touch. We will trace your growth. We'll grow with you.
Appreciated. Thank you.
Great stuff. We're going to take a short break. And when we come back, it's opportunity. Talk with Rams is a platform created for you. It is a platform created to promote, support, and celebrate entrepreneurship, in particular small, medium, and micro enterprises. It is for this reason we ask you to be part of this platform. Tell us about your business, tell us about an amazing enterprise, share stories about enterprise development, and tell us about companies doing amazing stuff. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Twitter and Instagram, like us on Facebook, email us on admin@talkwithrams.com. Talk with Rams is a platform created for you. It is a platform created to promote, support, and celebrate entrepreneurship, in particular small, medium, and micro enterprises. It is for this reason we ask you to be part of this platform. Tell us about your business, tell us about an amazing enterprise, share stories about enterprise development, and tell us about companies doing amazing stuff. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Twitter and Instagram, like us on Facebook, email us on admin@talkwithrams.com. Doing absolutely nothing. We continue with Opportunity Tuesday. Thank you so much to Ntombezinhle Mudisele, and hopefully you guys will support their business. So, one of the things I've been talking about since this lockdown began is that it is the most difficult period for entrepreneurs. Inevitably, profits have shrunk, cash flow has begun to be a problem, and sadly for some of us, we've had to put locks at the door. And it is for that reason I got excited, by the way, when somebody inboxed me to say the South African Innovation Summit has come together with a scholarship to try and help entrepreneurs to sail through this difficult time. I don't know much about the scholarship. I have not even read much about it, but I thought, I don't have to. Do I have to know about these things? No, I don't have to, because people can tell me about it. So Irene Okoye from the Innovation Summit is joining us tonight to tell us more about this opportunity. But before we go there, Irene, good evening to you, and tell us first about the Innovation Summit, the SA Innovation Summit.
Hi, Rams, and thank you for having me. So I'd just like to correct you. I'm from the African Management Institute.
Yes, African Management Institute. Sorry, I pressed the wrong button.
Yes.
Pardon me.
Not a problem. So in short, AMI. So I'll be referring to it as AMI, African Management Institute. So we are a Pan-African social enterprise that's very passionate about enabling ambitious businesses across Africa to thrive. So ours is very much a practical experience where it's not just somebody telling you what you need for your business, but it's basically having you diagnose the issues in your business and working through that to enable you to achieve whatever your goals are.
So, I like that because it sounds pretty modest, but sometimes I'd like people to tell me what to do when things are bad, but that's a conversation for another day.
So there's a bit of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
it has to be there, Irene.
That's
sometimes
true.
our backs are so against the wall. You need somebody to say to you, walk this way and switch the light behind the wall.
Yeah.
And this is going to happen. Try this and try that.
So we guide you in that way. So that's what we do. We consider ourselves as a propeller to help you achieve your goals. So, so for instance, what we would do is you would diagnose the issues that you want to focus on. So 5 key essential practices that you want to start practicing in your business, because everything in business and in life is a habit that you have to form. So if you want to be good at managing people, it's a practice, it's a habit that you have to develop. So we would walk you through tools to enable you to do that. So the beautiful thing about what we do in our training, I have to say, is the fact that we put power in your hands. So basically, like, if I may use this example, an Uber experience, where when you need an Uber, you have access to your phone and you call an Uber immediately and it comes. So that's the kind of experience we want people to have when, especially busy business people who don't have all day to page through books. So if you need a tool to guide you on how to manage people, there's a tool to enable you to do that. And you can download it either on your phone or on your PC and apply it immediately. So it's part and parcel of what you're doing. So it's not a learning experience that's divorced from what you're doing as a business.
How long have you guys been around for?
We've been around from 2014. So we're in 3 African countries. We're in South Africa. We're in, our headquarters is in Kenya, Nairobi, and we do have an office in Rwanda as well.
Wow. But this is head office?
Head office is in Kenya, yes.
Okay, great. Okay, so let's talk about the scholarship.
Sure.
I ask about scholarships, and I always get worried when I talk entrepreneurship and scholarships, because entrepreneurs don't have time to study.
That's very true.
They only worry about keeping the business going.
Yes, the bottom line is very important to them. Yeah. All right. So this scholarship opportunity is basically to enable businesses, like we said, to emerge at the end of this pandemic. We don't know when it's going to end, but at the end of this pandemic, wiser and maybe more knowledgeable. So it's interesting that we meet a lot of people who are not able to pivot as much as others are. So they're not able to move to the next business idea. Some are at pausing and just watching what happens, and some are closing down. So this opportunity basically allows you to study. It's basically 6 sessions that are quite interactive. So it's 90 minutes. You have a facilitator with you, and you have other businesses across Africa in the same platform as you, learning together. You have an opportunity to go into breakout sessions and share ideas and find out from the rest of businesses across Africa how they are managing, how they are plowing through, because that's what's important. Sometimes, as much as we're talking about educating, giving, empowering people, it's also great to give them an opportunity to learn from their peers. And that's what this program provides. It's very practical in nature, so it's not so much of theory. So nobody's going to be sitting for hours and hours paging through. There is no exam per se. It's basically you committing some time, an hour, 6 sessions. It's about 2 sessions a month where you sit for 90 minutes. You have a facilitator, what we call a learning lab. You have a facilitator speak to you about certain aspects. So for us at the moment, the focus is, and I believe this is what most businesses are worried about, it's about survival. So the program walks you through surviving, currently, how to do your scenario planning. So what if COVID doesn't end the end of maybe 2020 is not, the end of COVID. So what's the worst case scenario? What's the best case scenario? So that's what we walk you through. And then we go into cash flow management. Do you have enough money? Can you keep your people employed? Can you not keep your people employed? And at what point do you start, telling people, hey, let's ring the alarm bells. Things are not happening. We need to shut down. And what is the contingency plan around that? But also, hopefully, we navigate through what we call the new normal at the moment. I was just reading an article that was talking about this could actually be the next normal. So not necessarily the new normal.
I think it's just the normal. I've accepted it as the normal. There's nothing else.
That's so true. This is going to be our next normal. So what does that look like for you in terms of your customers? Are they changing? Are their needs changing? So we work with businesses to find out what is a customer profile looking like as they move into the new normal, which is the next normal. And aspects of prototyping, innovating. Can they innovate? Do they need to go into a different business strategy? Do they need to re-strategize? Do they need a new business idea?
So who are we talking about? Certainly from your description, they're not startups. How long they have been trading for to be able to qualify for this?
All right, to qualify for
at the
program,
very least.
At the very least, you need to have, registered your business, been running for at least a year with an income of at least 100,000, and then you also need to have, yes.
Okay.
just your income in the previous financial year. We know most people panic when they hear, do you know about COVID? I get that a lot. So we're talking about the previous financial year, just your income, your revenue last year. As for the last time you did your financials, and then the last thing would be at least 2 employees. The main reason why we put this criteria is because we want to ensure that we have the right businesses in the room so that they can have diverse conversations. We do have programs for startups and ideation phase businesses, but at the moment, the scholarship is for businesses that have been operational and that have at least survived the first year, because as a business owner that it's really difficult to survive the first year, and you would need different kind of practices and a training program to enable you to do that.
You know what I know, Irene? That it's difficult to survive forever as an entrepreneur.
That's true.
I have now learned that.
That's true. But if you can survive a year, you've conquered. If you can survive a year, you've made it. You've earned your stripes. You've earned your stripes. You can tell people, I did this.
I managed to kill my last business when it was already 10 years old. So trust me.
Well, that's an opportunity for reinvention.
So how many spots do you have for this scholarship?
So the scholarship closes on Friday. So I would say
that's why I needed to get you today.
It is open until Friday, and we have enough slots for qualifying businesses. So we will be reviewing your applications on a rolling basis. So businesses will be informed. If we do have additional people for this particular program, we might consider reopening should our financiers or our partners come, with the same opportunity in the future. But people need to do as fast as you can, get to applying for this opportunity.
And other than what you've mentioned, there's no other trickier criteria like, whatever?
There is no tricks. So the next parts of once you meet the minimum criteria, you will be asked to submit a video, which is basically a motivation of why you need this program, why this training is important for your business. And that's it. There's really no tricks. I have no hats, no tricks under my hat.
So how do we apply? I'm about to switch on my laptop now.
Please. I'll be looking out for your application. So to apply, you can go to our website, which is www.africanmanagers.org. I'll repeat that. It's www.africanmanagers.org. Or you can send us an email on info@africanmanagers.org. And we're all over social media, so please feel free to look at there's a lot of collateral out there, marketing collateral on how to apply for the program. So yeah, you can look out for us on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram as well.
I'd like to put it to you this way, those of you who are listening and watching us, that this is probably the one thing that the real COVID is lacking, an antidote. So you've been offered an antidote to save your business from dying any further if it's been battling, or from even getting there if it has not started battling. Please apply for this opportunity. Please give your business another chance to get greater. These opportunities don't come every day. I like what they call it. They call it strive to thrive. You gotta strive to thrive. So take advantage of what they're offering. Apply now. I don't think that. Don't think about Friday. Friday is not even. It's gone. So apply now. African Management Institute are offering this scholarship. It will take you, they say, only few lessons. It's not going to take you away from the shop. You'll still be able to trade and make money and network with the right people. So, Irene Okoye, it's been wonderful chatting to you. And I am hoping that we can speak to you about the other programs at some point once this one has passed.
Definitely, it would be my pleasure. And thanks for having me. I'll be looking
Look
out for
my
your application specifically.
Put it on the top of the list.
Yeah. And it would be great, after this to, look back and probably have somebody who's gone through a program come and share with you the results that they've experienced in their business. So we're quite accountable, and we are happy to be held accountable for our work and what we do with entrepreneurs.
It is amazing to hear people who don't mind being held accountable. Do you know how difficult it is in this country for people
imagine.
to want to be held accountable? Thank you so much, Irene, and have a great evening.
Thank you so much.
So that concludes Opportunity Tuesday. Tomorrow, we continue with all our entrepreneurship stories. I'm not telling you what's coming up tomorrow. It's a surprise, but I know you're going to like it. And then I have to remind you again, The Winning Mindset, the book by Dr. Thando Sibanda, is still on offer. 50% discount if you subscribe to our YouTube page, Talk with Rams. Subscribe to the page, take a screenshot of your subscription, send it to admin@talkwithrams.com. And then we will get you in touch with Dr. T, who will get you your book at 50% discount without a worry. Take advantage of that. From me, Rams Mabote, good night and God bless.